Hello, my wonderful viewers. We are back again with another breaking news of what the running mate of Bola Ahmed Tulumbu, who happens to be Shettima, have said concerning P2B in order to tarnish his image. I would like you people to share the video, share it, and if today is your first time of coming across our channel, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and put on the notification bell. And for those who have been subscribed before, may God bless you. Watch the news. We'll be right back. Bye.
Kashim Shettima was speaking at an APC professional forum. One, yes, he will want to promote his own candidate, but I think that trying to ridicule the candidate of the Labour Party is not the right way to go. We've been saying that a peace accord that was signed by these political parties and their leaders was meant also in terms of the expectation that they will conduct their campaigns with civility, with decency, with absolute common sense, and after the fashion of gentlemen. But Kashim Shettima will seem to have been acquiring a reputation as a man, if their ticket loses, who will find a good place in Nollywood. Because he keeps coming up with all these, jocular things that seem... we have quite a number of issues. Where do we start from? Maybe we should start from the running mate of the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, who was referring to Mr. Peter Obi as Gringori. I was saying, I call him Gringori. And I went on to say that he has nothing to offer but dubious statistics. And he was saying also in that regard that, his candidate, his presidential candidate is much better, and there is a difference between daylight and darkness, right? Kashim Shettima was speaking at an APC professional forum. One, yes, he will want to promote his own candidate, but I think that trying to ridicule the candidate of the Labour Party is not the right way to go. We've been saying that a peace accord that was signed by these political parties and their leaders was meant also in terms of the expectation that they will conduct their campaigns with civility, with decency, with absolute common sense, and after the fashion of gentlemen. But Kashim Shettima will seem to have been acquiring a reputation as a man, if their ticket loses, who will find a good place in Nollywood. Because he keeps coming up with all these jocular things that seem, off-key, off-color. Maybe there will be a role for him in Nollywood, just in case, his ticket with Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not win. This is the same, running mate candidate who said that Vice President Osinbajo is a nice man who will be better off selling popcorn and ice cream. Subsequently, he attacked Peter Obi and said Peter Obi should not think he can become president for wearing two clothes all over the place and claiming to have just two wristwatches. Now, can Kashim Shettima please focus on the issues and refrain from this, habitual attack on personalities? It may look, funny to his crowd, to his audience, but look, that's the spirit of the spirit that should be promoted. Particularly now, we're beginning to see ample evidence of violence, eruption of violence, both verbally and physically within the political landscape. Now, the point that he made, that Peter Obi has nothing to offer, of course, that is not true. Peter Obi has a lot to offer. He may not have released the manifesto of his party yet. It's in terms of engagement within the public space, with the media, with his own supporters, with the statements that he makes. Yes, he has something to offer. He's proposing the emergence of a new Nigeria. A new Nigeria where mediocres will be retired. Those that he says, have not offered anything to Nigeria, despite the opportunities that they have been given since 1999, as he puts it, and how he represents, and the Labour Party represents an alternative. One of the key points that has been made by Peter Obi of the Labour Party, is that he intends to move Nigeria from consumption to production. Another point that Mr. Peter Obi has been making on the campaign stumps is that, look, he will address the challenge of subsidy. He has also said very clearly that he will deal with corruption and that all the people who have sabotaged Nigeria will be dealt with. Well, I'm not part of his campaign. I'm just trying to give an enlightened report of what he has been saying in the political domain. And that's a challenge for Kashim Shettima, the running mate of the All Progressives Congress. He shouldn't listen alone to himself. Before he criticizes other political candidates, he should listen to them too, so that he can have enough information about what other contestants are saying. It's not enough to just come and talk about popcorn and ice cream and talk about wristwatches and how to clothes. No. That's infra-dignitate. He should focus more on issues, and he has the capacity to focus on issues as a man who is well educated, as a man who reads. He shouldn't descend to the level of these surrogates who demonstrate absolute lack of intellect on social media. That's that about what Kashim Shettima said. Now, to go to what was said at the Youth Campaign Council in Abuja on Thursday about the People's Democratic Party. Well, at that occasion, the presidential candidate of the PDP was quoted as saying that the APC will be retired in 2023, and that the APC is an alliance between the CPC and Tinubu. He got that wrong. If I fact check him, I'll say one, he got that wrong. It was an alliance of the CPC, the relic of the AMPP, the Tinubu party, as he called it, and also what was called the new PDP. That was the nature of the alliance. So it wasn't just about CPC and Tinubu's party. The only true and longest surviving and oldest political party in Nigeria. That is not true. I hope that, maybe Waziri Atiku Abubakar was misquoted. He himself said that the PDP is 25 years old. But in this race, out of the 18 political parties in this presidential race, we have the the People's Redemption Party. The People's Redemption Party is older than the People's Democratic Party. It was founded in 1978, ahead of the 1979 general elections, in which Malam Aminu Kano was the presidential candidate. So that is factually incorrect. And it's also incorrect to say we are the best political party in the east of Nigeria. The PDP was founded just in 1998. So where do we put parties like the NMPC, like the Otuedo, like the NNDP, like even the Action Group? Parties that have been there even during the colonial and the post-colonial era. Waziri Atiku Abubakar says, we would shout the APC. Well, okay, that's political rhetoric. That will be determined in terms of the decision that the Nigerian people decide to make at the end of the day. And then, of course, there was one other story. The APC giving his ticket to a wrong person. Kwankwanso, the candidate of the NNPP, was said to have said so in Abakaliki. And he said, he's so glad that the APC chose the wrong person, and that the APC would have been better off if it had chosen